Hey guys, what? And today I'm gonna do an album review on the brand new Black Keys album. Let's rock. So the Black Keys is a garage rock band from Ohio, USA. They have been in the music game for a very long time now, and I have actually been a big fan of the Black Keys since El Camino. Tracks like Lonely Boy, Gold on the Ceiling, and Little Black Submarine are some of my favorites on El Camino, and I think the album Brothers is pretty much just as good as El Camino. Tracks like Everlasting Light and Tighten Up are just so catchy, fun, exciting, and really, really good rock songs. Solid rock songs. In fact, I also like a lot of their older stuffs. Strange Times, 10 a.m. Automatic, hell, even Sick Freakness is a pretty good song. And I know it sounds crazy, but it's actually the Black Keys who got me into rock music in the first place when I was really young. I think I was about 10 years old when I first listened to Lonely Boy in the radio, or no, it's not on the radio. It's like YouTube recommendation or something. I don't know. But I somehow stumbled across the song, and ever since then I started to listen to songs other than pop songs, and I started to listen to a lot of rock music, and now it had led me to this point. So yes, I wouldn't have enjoyed any rock music, let alone metal music, without the Black Keys, Dan Auerbach, and Patrick Carney. And yeah, El Camino is just a really amazing album. And then in the year 2014, they had decided to change their direction a little bit to make some really dreamy, mellow, psych rock music instead of some hard-hitting, solid garage rock tunes. And while I think the album Turn Blue isn't really that great of an album, there are still tracks on that album that I legitimately enjoy, even though many others do not, like Fever. I think it's incredibly catchy, and I still remember when I first heard the song, I was immediately hooked with the song, the very catchy hook, the chorus, the bridge, they're all fantastic, and I kept on listening to Fever over and over and over again. The track Way of Love is just such a beautiful, dreamy, nostalgic, psych rock epic that feels very otherworldly, and it's incredibly beautiful. It sounds incredibly beautiful. And then they kind of took a break, a 5-year hiatus, and then now they're back with Let's Rock. And honestly, I'm kind of surprised because it is not a bad comeback album. Not at all. In fact, it's actually pretty good in my opinion. And the Black Keys, they are usually known for and the Black Keys are usually known for their catchy, exciting and the Black Keys is usually known for their catchy and exciting guitar riffs and their crisp drums, and on this album it's still there. Even though I think this album doesn't quite have the energy and the excitement that Brothers or El Camino has, it's still a really solid garage rock album in my opinion. And I think if there's one flaw that this album has, it's that the vocals are not aggressive enough, but still, it doesn't mean that they're bad. The album starts off with Shine a Little Light, and it's a pretty catchy and exciting and energetic start for the album. It sounds really refreshing, actually. And even though the chorus sounds a little one note and one dimensional, just a little bit, I think the track overall is still a very fun opener for the album that I really, really enjoy, that I find myself replaying many times. And then we have the track Eagle Birds, which is a pretty average meat and potatoes country garage rock song with some diddly guitar riffs. And it's just okay. It's not all that great or anything. The vocals, again, they're not as aggressive or as fun, but still, I don't think it's a bad song by any means. And then we have the track Low Slash High, and it is the lead up single to this album. And it's a pretty fantastic song. We get some really constant grooves and some really chill vocals, and a really, really catchy verse and chorus. The vocal harmonies are actually pretty nice. They make the song sound brighter and more exciting and energetic, while at the same time the song feels really chill and kind of cold-blooded, and I really like the vibe that the song has. And then we have the track Walk Across the Water, which is more of a laid-back, mellow love song where there are some dreary keyboards and some lazy guitar riffs. And even though it's not one of the brighter tracks here, I still think it's not bad. And similarly, we have the track Tell Me Lies, except Tell Me Lies feels a little more drab and mundane than any other tracks on the album, in my opinion. We get some aimlessly scratching guitars, and the vocals, they are really a bit one note and one dimensional on this track, and not in a way that it doesn't hurt the track at all. It does make the track sound a little bit more mundane because the guitars are already not that dense on the track. So yeah, the song overall sounds pretty mild and pretty drab. However, the next track, Every Little Thing, is a total banger. We get some really cool throwback guitar riffs and these really, really catchy descending chords. Dun 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 dun. I also really love the drippy, droopy bass of the thing, and overall, the production is crisp. It's clear, the melodies are really, really catchy and sticky and memorable, and overall, I really, really love this song. The next song is Get Yourself Together, and it's a pretty fun and catchy sing-along garage country rock tune. It has a really weird muffled guitar interlude in the middle of the track, intermission, but still the track is okay. It's decent at best. Yeah. And then up next we have the track Sit Around and Miss You, and it is more of a low-key psych rock track that's really pop flavored, really sugar coated. While I'm not a huge fan of the song, I still like how mellow the song feels, and I still enjoy the instrumental swells. And then you have the track Go, which has a really funny music video, but also some really nice groovy guitar riffs. And even though the chorus, again, it's not like that catchy or explosive or anything, it's a little one note, quite literally, but still, the song is a jam. It is catchy, it's bright, it's fun, and I enjoy it. And then we have the track Breaking Down, which is one of the most underrated songs on this album. It sounds pretty downtrodden with the guitar riffs. I really, really love the bass though. The bass is what steals the show on this track. They're kind of gloomy, they're kind of jiggly in the back, very faintly, and it's just, it's just a little glitchy, and it's just really, really nice. It really creates this really, really nice texture for the track, and it sounds really amazing. The production is fantastic as well, really crisp, really clear, and the climax is actually really exciting, and I enjoy the track a lot. The track Under the Gun has a really uplifting guitar riff and a really catchy 70s rock jam chorus that is really bright and exciting, and I also really love it. And then the album ends off with Fire Walk With Me, nice Twin Peaks reference right there, and it's similar to the track Go, except it's a bit more quiet and it's more low key. And while I don't hate the track, it's not one of the better album endings that the Black Keys had offered, but still overall, I think the album is just fantastic in that it still manages to provide us catchy, exciting guitar riffs and some really crispy, clean production. And what I really love about the Black Keys is that they always have this organic, raw vibe, this wild vibe without being too over the top or aggressive or anything. And on this album, they do kind of present that as well. And what I also kind of like about this album is that they're not really ambitious with it, meaning that it's their comeback album after 5 years, and no way they're gonna come out with some crazy avant-garde experimental rock album or whatever. They're just playing it safe, giving us a set of songs that are catchy, solid, and friendly. So yeah, overall, I think this album is pretty good. Surprisingly better than I have anticipated. My favorite song here is, I guess, Every Little Thing. And my least favorite is Tell Me Lies. And I guess Shine a Little Light is also a really, really great track. So maybe both. So I'm giving the Black Keys Let's Rock a 7 out of 10. A strong 7. So, have you listened to the Black Keys Let's Rock? From 1 to 10, how much did you rate it? Like if you like it, and subscribe if you want more, and thanks for watching.